I'm Ken Snyder. I'm the Executive Director of the Shingo Institute. The Shingo Institute is a program of the John M. Huntsman School of Business at Utah State University. I think we have an issue in the U.S. where we need to retain manufacturing jobs. We do have a very strong tradition of craftsmen, particularly in the area of innovation, where we develop lots of new ideas and new products and so on. But we have shifted too many jobs outside of the United States, particularly manufacturing jobs, to places such as China. And the reason why we've been shifting it is for cost purposes. What I would like to argue is that we can retain more jobs in the United States if we focus on craftsmanship. I would like to collect a number of stories from different organizations about how they have used craftsmanship within their organizations to preserve manufacturing jobs in the United States. Let me give just two examples of companies that have maintained manufacturing within the United States by focusing on craftsmanship. One example is a fairly small precision machine shop. It's a small company, 150 to 200 employees, but all of the workers there are skilled craftspeople, people who have been trained to work on machine shop tools and do high precision work on machine shop tools. It's the sort of thing where there's a high interactivity with their customers who are requiring these precision parts that they produce. And it's a difficult thing to job out to somewhere else outside of the United States because of the level of precision required. They ran into difficulty when the state where they are located started closing down all the vocational technical schools that were providing machine shop training to their prospective employees. And what they did is they managed to work a deal with the state government to preserve a vocational technical institute near their location on condition that they would continue to, they would work together to go through a training program where they would assure employment for the people that graduated from the program. The other example is a very large company, multi-billion-dollar company that is in the automobile industry, not one of the automobile makers, but one that provides parts to many of the automobile makers around the world. And they have established their own internal training program for not only general skills such as machine shop type machining skills that are similar to the ones I mentioned with the small company, but also other specific needs that they have within their organization to drive things like self-driving vehicles and how to improve safety systems in cars and so on. And there are some specific technical skills that they don't find are adequately taught in whether it be a vocational technical institute or in other educational institutes. So they have taken on the burden of training their own workers. They pay for all the training. They actually pay the employees while they're going through the training program. So they're paying for the training and they're paying the salary of the employees at the same time. But they have a wonderful way of developing people in high-tech skills that they need for their particular product line. And it's a wonderful story and an example of how they're adding high value to both the development of their people, but also high-value products that they're producing within the United States. In my keynote talk, I would like to share some of the stories that people are willing to submit to us. So I'm making an appeal right now to organizations that might be viewing this to share their stories with us. I would like to feature some of those stories in addition to ones that I already am aware of. I would like to feature those stories in my keynote address at the Shingo Manufacturing Summit in Knoxville, Tennessee next month.